on time and on target passes too. That's fun to watch.
Lakers leading by 6. Smart with the ball. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Lakers passing it around. And the basket good.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've got in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
But there was some style there, Kev. It was a pretty sweet one-handed flush.
He feeds it to Hayes. It's rebounded by Richards.
The alley-oop is such a fun play to watch, but when it doesn't convert, it's probably the wrong choice.
I guess that makes that one a terrible choice.
And the shot is good.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Number 1. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, a coaching carousel for the Lakers last season. They made it only 5 games before firing Mike Brown. Then they decided to go in a new direction. And, boy, they went through 3 different head coaches before all was said and done. They never really were able to gain that consistency they were looking for.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And back to the Lakers' struggles last season. What do you think, Clark, were the main problems that, held him back from being the kind of title contender that they thought they were and a lot of people imagined they were?
Well, how much time do I have? 3 or 4 shot clocks worth? I mean, I think there were a number of issues, as you might expect. Injuries played a significant role, but I think there was discord over how they should play, really no true identity. They were a big team trying to be small, a team without a number of shooters trying to spread the floor, an older team trying to go up tempo, coaching change, and that transition.
Right, yes.
You had a lot of moving parts, and it made it very difficult for everybody, I think, and it showed in how the Lakers' season went.
That's a good assessment. Here's Booker. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
It's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. I guess the good news is they've taken away the outside shot.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they're going to allow inside looks as easy as that.
Tipped. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. And the Lakers making a change here. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. LeBron passes to Reeves. No good with the triple.
They've been strong on the boards. There's no disputing that.
That's what the box score says. Still anybody's game, though.
Got a piece of it. Brooks with it. Now defended by Reeves. Number 11. LeBron grabs the miss. LeBron's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Lakers leading by 3.
Boy, with 2 fouls now, he really has to be disciplined and under control for the rest of this half.
Well, defensively, he's a guy who always seems to anticipate the fast break and chase people down with his quickness and explosiveness to block shots in transition. So we'll keep an eye on that throughout the game.
And, Steve, one thing that might not get as much attention, but, his screens are some of the toughest and best in the league. You can go under or trail, but you're not getting through his screens.
Free throw good, LeBron.
The Suns really had a lot to overcome as they started the rebuilding project, and they just weren't the same team the home crowd was used to seeing, and the struggles were evidenced by that 17-24 record here at home.
Green, he's checked in for Phoenix.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
That's his first personal foul, first team foul.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And the Suns, who have been so good for so long here at U.S. Airways Center, it really was strange to see them drop so many games on their home court.
Well, to give you an idea of just how dominant this team has been here in Phoenix, this was the first time since the end of the 2003-2004 season that they didn't have a home record better than 500.
The Lakers have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4 of 7 from the foul line tonight.
Well, for the Lakers last season, it seemed there was so much turmoil throughout the year. Injuries, coaching-wise, changes in the offense. And they never were able to really gain any momentum. They made a decent run at the end of the season, but that didn't carry over into the postseason when they were swept by the Lakers in the first round.
Just 5 to shoot. Dunn passes to Green. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Nobody anywhere close to him. Where's the defense? He's got to make that shot, though.
There's the screen. Here's Doncic. Moves off the pick and hammers it home. Nice hops and determination that time. Clark to get to the rim.
We know he can bounce, and right there an example of how dangerous he is when he's got a path to the hoop.
And you love the versatility, guys. Being a point guard, and in this situation, they tack on 2 more points, expanding the lead in a pretty deflating way for the defense.
To halt the run, and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Brooks against LeBron. Down low. Here's Heat. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got his 4th assist in this one. I think going back to D'Antoni and the Lakers, that Howard and Gasol were made more than a little disgruntled with how Clark he made use or didn't make use of them offensively.
You know, the Lakers brought in D'Antoni to try to emphasize Steve Nash and his role in the offense, but I think they neglected how that would affect the 7-footers. Didn't do a really good job of incorporating those guys, and when you've got Kobe getting his shots, that's a tough dynamic to work through.
And the shot is good.
They've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
Well, and that's why they're on this run, guys. They're getting the ball inside and getting really high percentage looks. Well, you look at the Lakers' struggles last season, I think it surprised most of us. You know, some of it was injuries. Part of it was just a lack of production off the bench. Then there was the inconsistency of the coaching and just the number of different people who were on that bench. So, difficult season for the Lakers.
1:22 left in the first half. And good on the basket. Book it. He has 6.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
And you look at the struggles of the Lakers bench last season when injury struck. They didn't have the players really to fill that void.
Yep. You know, Kevin, I think for the Lakers, the bold strokes for the star players have been impressive, but it's the fine details of finding undervalued role players. That's where they've been lacking. Once injuries happen, that was thrown into sharp relief. And really, even when healthy, to win a title, you can't just have a great starting 5. We know that. You need another 4 or 5 players you can count on to give you quality minutes.
Backing down is Green. He passes it to Dunn. He dishes it to Williams. From the baseline. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Williams has got 4 points in the quarter.
Now the shots are starting to fall a little bit more than they did in the first quarter.
Yeah, they say it's not how you drive, it's how you arrive in golf. Well, a shaky start can be overcome because now they're starting to heat up. Well, that's a solidly executed pick play. I mean, it paid dividends with that nice dunk.
Exactly the result they were looking for.
Yeah, it worked so well. I mean, he got set, did not shuffle his feet. Really well done there offensively.
And Green gets it to go. Green's got his first points of the game.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Passes to Reeves. No good off the front iron.
He operates pretty well in traffic, guys, but that was a tough play to finish off.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Lakers lead by 11. Folks, stay tuned for the halftime show with Damon Bruce for all the highlights from our first half.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
This is the NBA on 2K Sports, and we're all set for the halftime report. Los Angeles in front against Phoenix. A dramatic advantage in the paint. They're getting right in close and converting the kind of buckets they want. For LeBron, it's been way too easy against the Suns. He's got 7 points. He's been dynamic on both ends of the court, finding teammates, playing tough D on the other end. And still hanging in there, the Phoenix Suns. They'd like to forget that first half. Coach has not been happy with what he's seen out there, and they'll likely come out with major adjustments. And that'll be it for us here. Thanks so much for joining me. Now it's time to head back to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. We hope to see you around next time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.